What's up, guys? Welcome back. Before we get into this video, can I just say that my hair is looking adorable and you like can't tell, so I'm just gonna so cute. Okay, I have worked in the ER for over a year now, and I feel like that gives me just the slightest bit of insight as to what this experience has been. And I want to share that with you as you're deciding what you want to be as a nurse, or where you want to go next, or what you're going to do when you graduate nursing school. Let me help you make that decision. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so I have worked in the ER for over a year now, and I'm just gonna give you all my thoughts. I'm just gonna spew all my thoughts in this video. My first thought is that this shit is crazy, okay? Working in the ER is insane. It is chaotic and fast-paced, and I swear I'm on like 100,000 all the time, just zooming from one thing to the next, back to this thing, to someone else's patient that's like dying. It's insanity. But I have learned so much, and this is one of the positive points that I really want to touch on. Working in the ER is truly amazing for a learning opportunity. The ER is truly unmatched when it comes to the chaos, the proximity you have to like your providers and pre-hospital providers and the people walking in the front door all day long. There's just so much stuff that happens in the ER. You are going to learn a million things, and I think that is such a positive thing about working in the ER. We so quickly can fall into like routine and habits, and some people thrive in that environment, and that's totally fine. But if you're looking for a place to really like plant a seed and just grow from, I think the ER is truly an amazing place to start. Dabby, enough. Come here. Come on. Come on. Come here. Dude. Dabby would like to be present. Anyway, some amazing things about working in the ER. Can you even take me seriously with this cat on me right now? Yes, I love you. Do you want to come snuggle back here? Okay, back to what I was saying. There are some amazing things about working in the ER, along with the fact that you are going to learn so much about so many different things. You are going to heighten your skills like you would not believe, because there's so much that we do every day that does become routine and that does become part of our habits in the ER, right? Just about every person that comes in is gonna get an IV, they're gonna get blood work, or at least swabs, especially this time of year. Everybody's getting swabbed for the flu, and everybody has the flu. Everyone that comes into the ER is, for the most part, going to get some sort of testing done. It could be something as simple as swabs, or it could be something on the opposite end of the spectrum where maybe they like trigger for sepsis and you're starting an IV, getting all the lab work, and starting meds. And starting meds all within 20 minutes. That can seem, maybe you're like, oh, 20 minutes? That's plenty of time. No, it's not. No, it's not. Because most of these people that come in septic also have no access, have to get their septic workup before you start the antibiotics to see what bacteria it is. And it's a mess. It's a mess. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, the dogs needed to go out. There are going to be so many things that you're going to learn, and so many skills that you're going to be able to capitalize on when you decide to go somewhere else, if you decide to go somewhere else. The ER is like a magical bundle of freaking chaos. It's an amazing place to work. In terms of longevity, even for myself, I don't know if I'll be there forever. Correction. I know I won't be there forever. I am exhausted. It is hard work, and I'm tired, and I do foresee wanting more balance in my future, and I don't know what that is. So I'm not in a rush to go anywhere because I'm still learning so much and still doing so many things and have so much independence. I don't know. I do love my job, but there are aspects that I'm like, my mental health could be better. some really great things about the ER are like the things that I've mentioned, that you are going to come out the other side of working there just being a completely different version of who you are, and a version of you that is able to handle so many crazy things and thrive in chaos and really just function so well as a nurse and as an individual. I think that there are just so many things in the ER that you can't find on other floors, that you really don't get in other places, and having a foundation in the ER is an exceptional thing to have. Once you have ER experience, you can go anywhere. With the exception of maybe pediatrics, if you don't work in an ER that also caters to pediatrics, you may have some difficulty getting into something like that because they generally like to see some sort of pediatric experience. That's kind of beside the point here, because I'm not talking about what you need to get somewhere else. I want you to know all the things that the ER can benefit you for now. That being said, the ER is really an amazing place. Another thing that I think is really fantastic is the teamwork that we have. There's not another unit within the hospital that is as team oriented as the ER is. And I think as a new grad nurse, going into something, making decisions about your future, working in the ER solely to work with people that you can rely on is spectacular. So when I'm doing something for a patient and something goes awry, I have my work wife, hey Jess, to rely on, you know? Being able to do things like patient care or saving someone's life with my friend by my side is really amazing. And I know that you will make friends in other units, and it's not like the ER is the only place that you're gonna be social, but the type of teamwork that you have is different. We all work as a team. You can't code somebody with one person. It's this whole team of people. It's the doctor, it's 4 other nurses at least that come in that just bum rush this patient, and someone's doing compression, someone's pushing meds, someone's pulling meds, someone's starting lines, the doctor's intubating. All of this stuff has to function within a team environment. And when we work with these people all the time and you set up that basis of a team with them, it makes those kinds of things, those really scary situations, so much easier to get through and to understand. And I honestly think that that is a really good thing. Having these people that you're familiar with, that you can function with consistently, really makes the effort during work flow differently. And I can appreciate that about all the people that I work with. I want to talk about some of the heavier stuff, but I feel like I should do that with something in my hands. So let's go make tea and then we'll revisit this. Okay, we are in my kitchen. I have mail on the counter and some things over there I need to get rid of. Don't judge me. But I'm gonna make some tea and we'll continue this conversation. I actually changed my mind and got one of these instead. Have you tried these before? I'm just saying this as your internet friend. This is not sponsored because nobody sponsors me. But these are freaking good. I've never been a soda drinker, but sometimes I do want something a little bubbly. I like bubbly water and stuff. I found these at Walmart of all places, and I actually think this one is really good. It's kind of like a diet soda, which I would occasionally drink at work. It does have a little caffeine in it, but it's made from all these really great natural things, carbonated water, casa root, it's great. So if you're a soda drinker and you're trying to transition, these are awesome. They have root beer and stuff. I don't know, they're really good. I just say this again as your internet friend. I get nothing from telling you about this, and I want to make sure that's very clear. Anyway, let's talk about some of the heavier stuff, because that is a little bit difficult. Working in the ER is hard. It's emotional and it can be draining. I don't think we're adequately prepared for that when you start. Just trust me on this for a second, because I am the same. And I looked at working in the ER and I was like, I don't want to work anywhere else. The ER is badass. These people are great. They do crazy stuff and they work with the sickest people, and you practice skills that you don't get to use anywhere else. The point of this is when I looked at the ER, I was like, there's no other place that I feel like I belong. There's no other place where people are gonna get me like they get me here. I truly love what I do. I feel emotional right now. I could cry. Anyway, let me not, because that is not the point. I truly love my job and I feel so unbelievably blessed to be able to function in the way that I do at work and to be able to really do something for people that matters. I can't even put into words the way that I feel working with some of these people, but there is a flip side to this, and there is a side of this job that is not like beautiful and fun and full of like chaos and badassery. There's a side of this that is like really, really difficult. Working in a capacity where you can make such a big difference, but you also go through so much trauma is really, really difficult. I would advise that if you're looking at getting into the ER and you want to venture into that, whether you're a new nurse or a nurse switching from another unit, definitely make sure that you're prepared emotionally, or as much as one can prepare emotionally, to kind of deal with some of the more traumatic things that you're going to see. Therapy is a beautiful thing. Talking to people who get it is so imperative to continuing to survive in this kind of line of work. And I think it's really important that when you want to do something like this, you take into the account the extra steps of like mental health care that you may need, and just the extra steps of self-care that you may need on your days off. Because some of these shifts, especially recently, everybody is getting sick, everyone has the flu, and even if they're lower acuity, there's so many people, and you throw in a critical patient with that, and you throw in a child that's critical with that, and it can just be so much. I want you to know this, not to deter you from going to the ER, because again, the ER is like the twilight zone of medicine, and it is amazing. And I do not for a second regret working in the ER, but I want you to be more prepared than I was going into something like this. And that's the advice about that your big sister Beck has. Debbie said he wants to cheer you guys up after that moment. You're so cute. So in all of that craziness and in all of this that just encompasses working in the ER, I really want to encourage you guys that if you're interested, to do it, because it's so amazing. And after working there for over a year now, I'm starting to feel like I know things and like I am like intelligent. When I first started, I was like, I'm not smart enough to be here. Like I can't do what these nurses do. And that has changed so much. I feel so good about the care that I provide most of the time, because this nursing shortage and the way healthcare workers are treated and all of that is some bullshit, but we don't have to talk about that. So most of the time, I feel like the care that I'm providing is great for my patients, and I love connecting with them. Working in the ER, you meet some amazing people. There's a different sort of connection with people that you get working in the ER, because there's some people that we see all the time. So without violating HIPAA or anything that has to do with patient privacy, let me just tell you, I have a patient that I see all the time, and they're about to have a baby. And I love to see these baby updates. I'm like, when's the baby gonna be here? Me and the baby, we're on a first name basis. So like, you better bring that baby here to visit me, okay? Because Auntie Beck is in service, okay? There's things like that you really don't get anywhere else. And I feel really lucky to have those opportunities with my patients and to be able to work with people in that kind of capacity. So I think overall, if you're thinking about going into the ER, or you don't know where you wanna go, you're moving from another unit or have considered moving from another unit, I would definitely check it out. I think you'd be amazed at what you're gonna learn, what you're gonna see, and the people you're gonna meet. As for me, I don't really know what I'll do next. I'm still working on some things in the ER, and I'm still learning so much, and I know I'm not gonna go anywhere relatively soon, but we'll see. I don't know what my next adventure might be. But now that I have this strong basis of skills and knowledge in my brain from all these nurses, I feel like I can do anything, you know? I feel like I can go anywhere. So I don't know, we'll see. I'll keep you guys updated on what my life plan is. However, if you enjoyed this video and want a more maybe organized video of my thoughts about the ER, the benefits, the disadvantages, let me know down in the comments. And while you're there, like and subscribe. And if you have any other thoughts or ideas, put them down below, because I will make videos for you, my friend. And with that, I suppose that's all I have to say for today. So that is it, and I will see you beautiful people in my next video.